What is up, beautiful people of YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So this is the final video that will ever be shot in the shop. Today is moving day. It's all coming out. So I've got, step out here, I've got my Ridgeline, my apparently not a truck that I do more truck stuff with than most people will ever use their truck for. But the internet keeps telling me it's not a real truck, but if for some reason it's incapable, I have my Super Duty right there, but my Ridgeline has never failed to complete a task, so that's what we're using to move. Got the trailer hooked up, got to start getting stuff toted up. Everything's going to be going in totes and loaded onto the truck. It'll probably take a few trips. But, man, it's crazy. It's crazy to think of it all. Like, 2 years ago, I moved into this shop, and I was literally, all I had was my Matco toolbox and this motorcycle jack that is sitting right there. That is literally all I had. I didn't even have an air compressor. And now I have lifts and air compressors. And now I have a whole entire shop. And, yeah, it's just crazy, like, looking back at it all. When I started this channel, I was working on bikes on my back porch and in my kitchen. And, I mean, the channel started as a creative outlet for me, and it still is that, right? But it's also become this place where, like, we transfer knowledge, and I love it. I've helped a lot of you with your carburetor issues. I really enjoy doing that. I've learned a lot myself. Like, I am not a classically trained motorcycle mechanic. I spent 15 years as an automotive mechanic, but motorcycles just make sense to me. They're simple, and the more I work on them, the more simple I find them to be. But I understand it doesn't click like that for everybody, so as I fix these bikes or build stuff, I get to transfer that knowledge to you guys. And whenever I do something wrong, you guys transfer that knowledge right back to me, and I love it. So it's a little bit bittersweet to be moving out of the shop today, but I'm really excited for what there is to come. Like, the new shop's going to be amazing, and you know, like, I never thought this would turn into a business, and slowly but surely, it is. That's exactly what it's done. I'm standing next to Dale. You know, it's just kind of unbelievable. I'm already booking work for the new shop, and I never thought when I retired as a mechanic that I would become a motorcycle mechanic, but here I am. So I guess this is enough rambling. I got to start getting stuff packed. I will catch up with you guys in a bit. It's an exciting day. It's an exciting day, so I will see you all in just a bit. Alright guys, so it's been 4 days since we started moving in. It's been quite the process. I still don't quite have everything in here, but the shop is finally set up. We're going to go in through this door, and I'm going to show you guys what we got going on in here. Well, as you guys can see behind me here, the shop is fully set up, ready to go. There's even a bike on the lift already. Let me go piece by piece here and show you guys what we have going on. So, right as we come in, I have the scooter that I've had for 5 years and I've done nothing with. But one day, I'm probably going to do something with. Got a lawnmower, because we do have grass here, as well as Project Grimace and the Softail. The Softail will be done in a few weeks. Grimace, I'm still waiting on paint, but it's actually been working out great because when we bought this building, I didn't know what it was going to take to get this done, and you know, I've been working on this building for 6 months, and I still have to work on the other side of this. In fact, as soon as I get done with this, I'm going to be doing some concrete work right after I shoot this video. So we've got roughly 3 weeks before we move hot Headstalls in here, so we still have a lot going on, but there's some bike storage back there. See behind me, we got banners all the way up to the ceiling. I think we've got 15-foot ceilings in here. Let me flip the camera back around. We have the mustard yellow 1970s porno couch. This thing is incredibly comfortable. Right here, I built this wall, and we've done some decorating there, as well as mounted a 4K TV. If you look up top, there's the fender from my Indian Roadmaster. Probably going to wire that up with some lighting so it'll light up. But as you see here, we've got some cool decorations on the wall. And I've been trying to give Harley and Indian like equal wall space. You know, like I love both brands. So what you will see in a lot of places is if there's a Harley item, it is offset by an Indian item. I try to keep things somewhat even. We've gotten all these at different swap meets. Obviously the banners I've gotten through Throttle Addiction and Built Well and whatever brand is on the banners who I got it from. But the tin signs, we've actually gotten these at a lot of flea markets. The wife and I, we go out and we hit flea markets, we hit swap meets, antique shops, wherever, and we kind of find some stuff. So let's continue this way. Right here, this is something really important to me. Steven, my good friend, you guys know we lost him on November 6th. He sold me my first motorcycle ever, and it was a Honda VTX 1300, and I used to come to this very building and buy parts for that bike. So Steve, when I met him, he was originally my boss, and we became good friends. He hired me because he loved Hondas, and he saw in my application that my background was working on Hondas. So he hired me, and we became great friends. So let me flip this back around. He's a huge NASCAR fan. This is the license plate off of that first bike that started all of this, and the world's a lesser place without him, but we have a little tribute to him. So if you're ever here and you want to take a look at this, it's right there. Right next to this is where I edit video and all that. My wife had this made for me, so this is my logo. If you don't know this, I guess most people don't know this, my logo is actually a photo that I took of St. Louis. And then a friend of mine who's a very talented photographer, she photoshopped it to look like it's hand-drawn, and my wife had that sign made for me. It's really awesome. Again, some different stuff over here, place to hang motorcycle keys, different signs. I'm going to apologize for the light. These big windows, they let a light in, but at the same time it also blows the camera out a lot, so I'm going to apologize for that. Obviously I have my toolbox, my workbench, and then some more signage and stuff. This red tool cart, the wife and I, last year we started a real estate investment company, and this building is actually our first investment. And this is just all the stuff for whenever I'm working on that stuff. We're hoping to acquire more rentals. I really want to buy the duplex that is right there. Chemicals and stuff like I had at the old shop. The motorcycle jack that I started the channel with. I literally started this channel with this motorcycle jack working on bikes on my back patio and on in my kitchen, right? And sometimes in my shed, depending on weather and what I could fit where. So it's pretty amazing that now we have this big shop, 1,500 square feet. Let's continue the tour though. Slop sink. Right here's the bathroom. When we, it needs to be mopped in here, there's dirt all over the floors, but when we first bought this building, this bathroom, there was nothing salvageable. I've pretty much redone this entire bathroom. And I'll tell you, redoing that bathroom was more work than I thought it would be. It's kind of a common theme through a lot of this. You know, like I'll see things like, oh, that's a day project, that's a 2-day project. And then, you know, 3 weekends later, I'm still working on it. So I've learned a lot through this. Obviously, I'm someone who's capable with my hands. And I would rather spend the money on tools and learn how to do things than pay people to do them. So there's been stuff learned the hard way here, but it's definitely been a learning experience. As we come over here, we have a shop press, 20-ton, a blasting cabinet, a metal bandsaw, drill press. There's my old MIG welder. My brand new TIG welder, so this one is a AC/DC machine, so I'm going to be learning how to do aluminum, and it actually has a amperage control pedal. My old TIG welder, the pedal on that thing is just a yes or a no, It's a real cheap TIG welder, but it was awesome to learn with. Place to hang grinders. Then we have this big grinder, which also has the belt sander on it. Parts washer, which right now I'm using as a little bench to cut stuff on. My fold-up welding table. And there's the manual tire changer. Obviously, more bikes. And the Dale Coke machine. I'm currently looking to buy a tire machine. I don't want to spend more than $1,000 on a decent tire machine. If I can find a Coates or a Corgi at the right price, it's what I'd prefer, but I've been looking at some alternative options, so who knows. I'm going to keep saving money. I want to get an actual tire machine, because that manual tire machine, it'll put a whooping on you sometimes. As we continue, we have lifts over here. This bike that is right here, there's going to be some videos coming of me working on this bike. This is Steve's bike. This is Steven's bike. For the last year and a half, I kept asking him before he passed if I could buy this bike from him, and he never wanted to sell it. And hindsight being 2020, I'm happy he never sold it to me, because I would have chopped it up. Instead, it is here. Our buddy Corey, the bike's been with him. Corey wants to ride it, so I'm going to get the bike running good again. I need to rework the carburetor on it. And this bike means a lot to Steven's son. Steve's son actually wanted to give the bike a hug, and he cried a bit whenever the bike left the house. Him and his dad used to sit on the bike together, so we decided that we're going to keep this bike running, and our goal is one day Steven's son, Caleb, can ride this bike. So there's going to be a lot coming with that. In fact, probably right after I shoot this video, I'm going to pull the carb off and get it going in the ultrasonic. So lift, each lift has a stainless steel workbench as well as a shelf, so you can put whatever parts you take off on the shelf or whatever parts are here for that bike. It's just real easy, makes sense. My other lift, same exact setup. This is my Harley cart. Everything for working on Harleys is on here because that tends to be the bulk of what I do. But over there in my massive toolbox, I've got everything to pretty much work on everything. So I'm still kind of struggling with what I'm going to do with this shop. So I've got a few people, obviously Steven's bikes here. There's somebody from my coffee group who wants me to put some handlebars on her husband's bike. So like, I'm not opposed to doing work for people. I'm not trying to be a full-time motorcycle mechanic. Basically, I want to build choppers, probably Sportster choppers, and list them for sale. And if people want to buy them, cool. If not, cool. I mean, like, I don't do this for a living. I spend more money every month than I make on YouTube. I can guarantee you that. You'd be surprised how little money I make on YouTube. But, yeah, I mean, this is my man cave. This is my space. And who knows, maybe this will accidentally turn into something more. It's kind of already leaning that way. But it's not, as of right now, my desire. Because I love motorcycles so much that I don't want to work on them every day and hate it. I'm not sure what the future of this shop holds. I don't want to do maintenance on bikes. I don't want to do, just the piddly crap. I'm pretty hardcore ADHD, and the things that really excite me are building bikes. So what I'm thinking is, if people want me to work on their stuff, they're going to have to pitch it to me. And if it's an idea that I like and I can get behind, I'm down. If not, maybe I'm not the guy for you. This isn't how I earn my living. So I don't have to feel pressured to take on work that I don't want to do. Man, I still can't believe it. Like, I've had a lot of people in life tell me that I was going to fail, that I was not going to be successful, and personally, I don't think I'm successful. Am I better off than some people? Sure. And there's a whole lot of people better off than me, and I am thankful for every bit of it. I've had a lot of bad bosses tell me over the years that I was never going to be anything, I was never going to make anything. And, like that's my drive, is to prove all of them wrong. the first boss I ever had tell me that, he told me that I was never going to make it as a mechanic, and I was never going to be able to make it as a flat rate. At that time, I was doing tires and alignments for them, and I went on to have a damn good career. I made a lot of money, and it worked out well for me. And then when I left my career, my boss told me I was going to fail, that our business would never be anything, and that was 2 years ago. And we just continue to grow. We have several employees now, and I am so just beyond thankful. And you know, like, even when people leave shitty comments, for me that's fuel. It just pushes me harder. So I'm excited, and I'm sorry if any of this is coming across as like boastful. I'm not trying to seem that way. I want to share this with you guys because you guys help build this, whether you realize it or not. Every time you watch a video, every time you like a video, every time you comment, you help with all of this. So in a sense, like, this thing's partially your guys's. So I guess that's enough rambling. I'm going to close this video out. I love each and every one of you. And if you guys don't know why, I tell you that, here's why I tell you that, okay? There's a lot of people in this world who don't feel that they are loved. There's a lot of people in this world who don't feel that they are good enough. And that's a lie. I love each and every one of you. You guys help me when I'm down, and I get to share all my adventures with you guys, and I love it. So I really mean it when I say that. I love each and every one of you, and I hope to see you in the next one. Please give this video a big thumbs up, comment below, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and in the description box below there's links to all of our social media as well as our company website, hotheadstalls.com, where we make everything for horses right here in the USA, and there is a 5% off discount code. I will see you all in the next one. I'm out of here.